We are going to be talking about the Physicians Formula. This is the Organic Wear Silk Foundation Elixir in the shade medium, which is the funniest part. But if you care to see why this was such a train wreck, if I can get a clip of the color of the foundation on me, that might be my thumbnail, so you might have already seen that, I'm not sure. But I did want to go ahead and upload this video for you. So not only did I forget the intro, I have since completely gone back to blonde, and so in these clips I don't look exactly as I do now. So it is what it is. I couldn't really do anything about it, so we're going to go ahead and view together what happened to me when I tried this foundation. It's a glass bottle dropper with a lid. I'm just going to put this on my fingertips. Here's what shade medium looks like, and I'm just gonna dot it. Woo! Very, very yellow. It says medium. Okay. Very yellow. But it seems like as it's melting in, it's kind of dissipating. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and put it over my eyes too. I'm not sure if I used too much. Maybe? Probably. I don't know how it's playing with my sunscreen. Or I could have just used way too much. I'm not sure. So I'm going to take a sponge that's wet. I have my Eco Tools. And let me just see what happens if I try to kind of maybe work this in a little bit. It has so much more coverage than I was expecting. So I thought that perhaps we would get like a light wash of color and kind of soak into the skin, and it might be that I need to reapply this tomorrow with a lighter application. I am going to go ahead and attempt to wear this. Taking a chance that I might look extraordinarily like a fruitcake in class. I mean, let's just be honest, they probably think I am anyway. So also, it's $12 at Walmart and $16 on the site. It's getting 3.5 stars, 12 shades, and 3.5-star review on their website out of 13 reviews. Tells you what it is, tells you what is good for you, tells you what the key ingredients are. Oh, directions. Huh. The directions say shake bottle before each use. That's what I thought. That's all it says. Weightless elixir. Improves the appearance of skin tone and texture while delivering a sheer to buildable coverage. Which is why I really wanted it. Okay. The thing is it really does look nice on my skin. But I just didn't expect it to be this intense. I was looking for something that was a little more lightweight. Okay, also I probably would not have brought this up all the way under my eyes if I had known it was going to be this full. The thing about this is, though, I don't feel like I need concealer, which, skippy, just a little. And that helped a little because it's a little brighter. And then I'm just going to take the tiniest amount of this L'Oreal Full Wear in Pecan. I'm going to even just tap it onto my finger and go right here. Okay, and then I'm going to just pat very, very easily over that. and add a little bit of coverage and brightness. It didn't add a whole lot, to be honest. Okay, here's my Becca powder. It's pink, so I think that that'll add a little bit of brightening to my eye. And I did get this at Marshall's. This was my birthday haul. I have this stuff sitting out here for that. So maybe this will add a little bit of light where it seems to be heavier. It looks a little rough under my eyes, but that's my fault really, because I normally don't put foundation under my eyes. So, and I will very lightly set this with my L'Oreal Baked Balance and Brighten in medium. I'm like pretty much doing my Marshall's haul for you guys right now, but I got this in this mammoth size. I'm just going over it. I'm just barely touching it, and this is because it's in front of me. That's it. And then I'm going to add just some simple makeup, and I'll come back and show you before I clock out of here to get out of the door. But the only problem I feel like is I'm so yellow. Okay guys, I have just done some basic natural makeup, really just some bronzer in my crease and just minimal makeup, and I just threw my hair up because I didn't really have time to dry it or anything, so it's looking kind of rough. But just simple makeup, and the foundation really didn't change as I was putting any of the products on. So powder define, blush, bronzer, all that went on fine. And I believe, honestly, what I have done is just applied too much straight out of the gate. And that is not, like I said, that's not the foundation's fault. So I'm going to go ahead and take off to class. I will come back and do a check-in tonight. And then tomorrow, I believe I will try applying a lot less. And perhaps I'll use half sponge, half brush. And we can maybe figure this one out. Again, I think that this had to do with the application going on maybe different than I expected. Might have been because I wear a physical sunscreen, but like if it can't work over that sunscreen, then I probably won't bother with it, because that is like my holy grail sunscreen. But I do think that it was more user error, although I do think that Physicians Formula probably needs to advise to start out light-handed and then work your way up. They did not. They just said to shake it. So we are trial and erroring this, as you know anyone would at home when they're applying it. I hope it's not just me. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys my t-shirt real quick, and then I'm heading out. This is my MTV t-shirt that I love so much, because I know some of you are going to be wondering what that is. But I got this at Kohl's, and I got it a couple years ago, but I noticed there's been a resurgence of them even in Target and Walmart right now. So not maybe this particular pattern, but you can get something like this online right now if you guys are into graphic tees. And that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys when I get back, and thanks for watching. Okay guys, we're back, and I'm pretty sure my husband just called me jaundiced, which I don't think is a very good start to this foundation. I'm not 100% sure. I did tell him that I feel like I used way too much of this, so I don't know. It is extremely yellow though. I mean, it really is. It doesn't look like it would be through this glass bottle, but oh my. I was gonna try to wear this until like 8 hours, 9 hours, but I really don't think I need to. So it looks extremely heavy under my eyes. It's been a bit of a problem because of putting the retin-A there, but I've been trying to super moisturize, and I'm not 100% sure on that yet. But I don't think it looks completely awful either. I really feel like I used way too much. I just did. I didn't mean to, but I just did, and I really didn't have time to go and redo it. And so you know, you guys are gonna see trial and error for me, and that's just kind of what happened. It seems like it played pretty nice. I have some smile lines and some wrinkle lines. You guys say I don't, but I know I do. I'm looking at them right now. They are there. And a lot of that is from singing. I'm a professional singer, so I'm constantly, you know, moving these muscles. I want Botox or fillers or something so bad, but I just don't know how long that stuff would last on me, and I've never had any Botox or fillers or anything before anybody gets all upset at me. Never have. I'm just considering it. But at any rate, as far as foundations go with the kind of stuff that I have to fix, I don't feel like this foundation looks terrible in these. Of course, I always try to go back and push that in or excess out with my sponge if I'm applying it. Of course, I used my fingers today, which was a epic fail. It's not creasing in this area, which is kind of where I expected it to. I also usually get, because I have that chickenpox scar right here, I also get creasing there. This area looks really good. Where I feel like it's really causing me issues, it wasn't really an issue, but just because it was too much here that I applied, that tended to gunk up just a little. And then my nose looks pretty bad. I don't have any foundation here. And then I have like a big chunk left here. None here. Again, none here. None on the sides of my nose. And again, I do have really bad allergies. I probably was itching and scratching at my nose. So I would like to try this one again. It says Ultra Nourishing, Ultra Fluid, Weightless, Organic Foundation. Improves appearance of skin tone and texture. And then it says delivers a silky second skin, airbrushed, dewy finish. I think my texture looks good. That I'll give it, because I have some melasma on my cheeks here. And I feel like, looking at the side view, this side of my face looks so nice. But then I look in the mirror and my nose like is it's pretty bad. And so right in here, it's gathering in here. And that happens to me on some foundations, but I never really lose a whole, like, my nose is a problem, but it's not this much of a problem. Like, I usually can hold a foundation, and some people say foundations don't stick to their nose. That's not a typical thing for me. So that's just something to do with this foundation, but I, of course, will not include that much next time I wear it. I really want Ultra Nourishing, Ultra Fluid, Weightless, Organic, Improved Skin Texture, Silky Second Skin, Airbrush, Dewy. It sounds so great, but that's the way the mop flops sometimes. But anyway, I don't hate it. I just think I screwed this up. I screwed this up. So yellow. Alright guys, I finished up my makeup, and this is about as far as I'm gonna go. I just didn't even really care. My brows are kind of all over the place, and I literally only had this on for, what, 30 minutes? Maybe 30 minutes, and it's already doing crazy things around my nose, peeling. If you have any dryness at all, which would be the person I would think normal to dry skin that this would be suited for, because it has oils in it, then like I just don't, any dry patch on my face is like, you know, it's just sucking to those. The sides of my face look pretty, but that's more so this blush than the foundation, I think. Though it did look pretty for like maybe, what, 15 minutes, but who wants a foundation that can't even last an hour, and I'm about to go eat dinner, and I've got schoolwork, and I was just going to wear this and then come back in and check in, but there's just no reason. This is the only medium foundation that I have never ever been able to pull off, and I could work with that. Like, if this would be fine with me, the way that my makeup actually shade wise turned out, I could do that if the formula was amazing and I just couldn't get over how fabulous the foundation was. But this doesn't even last for an hour on me unless I put so much on that it's like a full coverage foundation, and even then it was breaking around my nose. When I came back, it was breaking down, but not nearly as bad as when I used the foundation brush today. And so if you are going to try this, I definitely would use a brush, maybe a different kind of sponge. These are really, really good from the drugstore, so I don't think that's gonna do anything. But again, these brushes are the Eco Tools 360. They're perfect. So this is something you have to try. I highly recommend you get this because you can get these at Walmart as well. So maybe this and this set. But this foundation is just a flat out flop. I am surprised that Physicians Formula would even release this to us. I love them as a brand, but this is not good. So I'm gonna zoom you in and show you what it's doing around my nose. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment if you have any questions, leave them down below. I'm not really sure what else I could say about it, but you have comments, go ahead and put those down below. This has got coconut oil in it, so if you know that you cannot wear coconut oil and it breaks you out, I certainly would skip this one. I haven't really noticed any breakouts, but I have very normal skin and I love coconut oil, and sometimes I even use that straight to take off my makeup. So if you know that you're like, oh my goodness, I could never do that, maybe this isn't for you anyway. But it's a pass for me, a complete fail, and I haven't had a foundation this bad in a very long time. So I'm gonna zoom you in and show you, and I will see you guys in my next video. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget, beauty comes from in here and not with any price tag, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.